Gran Turismo 7 has been out for over 2 years now, well over 2 years. And lately, it would be an understatement to say that the Gran Turismo community feels a little bit split. Most players absolutely love it, and others feel it's become predictable, maybe even a bit stale. Maybe the updates are lacking imagination, or maybe sport mode is becoming a bit repetitive. Or are we just overlooking what Gran Turismo 7 is really about? I want to take an honest look at where GT7 stands right now, what it's doing right, what's frustrating the players, and why I still believe it's still the best racer out there, and has the potential to be even better. Way better. Gran Turismo 7's driving physics are in a great place. They just are. The handling is smooth, it's believable, and with a good wheel, it feels incredibly connected to the car. Polyphony Digital has tweaked the physics and the force feedback and all this sort of business over time, and it shows. Whether you're using just a basic setup or a posh rig or just your controller, there's depth, loads of it. It's still one of the best looking racers on any platform. From the way the light bounces off the trees and the reflections of the cars, it continues to massively impresses me anyways. It's damn impressive looking. Now, sport mode does get a lot of criticism, but we've got to admit it's still one of the most stable, polished and accessible ranked modes in sim racing. Matchmaking works, the rules are clear, and the experience is welcoming to players at every level. That's where GT7 shines. So where does the frustration come from, eh? Well, the bulk of it is in the daily races. Weekly races, daily races, often repeat themselves. They often repeat the same tracks, the same car classes, especially Group 3 and Group 4. Tracks like Trial Mountain and Brands Hatch show up constantly. Well, I quite like this one anyway. Perhaps creating a sense of burnout. Perhaps. GT7 has a fantastic track list, unbelievable track list, but many of them are barely used in competitive play. Reverse layouts, lesser known circuits, even rally stages are completely ignored, if you like that sort of stuff. Triangles. If you do, they're always ignored. Maybe. Group 3 and Group 4 dominate daily races. The rest of GT7's super diverse car classes rarely see any action. This game has one of the most interesting and unique car rosters in the genre, but almost none of that makes it into sport mode. Also, weather is one of GT7's standout features, but it's practically absent from daily races. Now it's clear Polyphony wants to maintain fairness and approachability, and that's obviously completely understandable. They've got a huge player base. But is there a cost? Do the races start to feel a bit sterile and maybe a bit predictable quite quickly? Are they leaving too much potential on the table? All in the name of structure and safety. Gran Turismo 7 was never meant to be iRacing, remember that? It's not just about competition, it's about the love of driving. You've got the GT Cafe, car collecting, scapes. We love scapes. Gran Turismo wants to be a place where every kind of car enthusiast can find something. Gran Turismo 7 is, without doubt, an outstanding game. Polish, presentation, the driving experience are all top tier, the accessibility of which is second to none. But there is certainly room to grow. More variety, better use of content, just a bit more imagination in its core modes maybe. It doesn't need to be complete overhaul, just some boldness maybe to make it feel fresh once again. Now there is a new game beginning to rear its little head on the horizon from a distance by the name of Gran Turismo 8. A game I guess most of us have super high hopes for. And perhaps it will include things like maybe a deeper, smarter career mode, for example, with more dynamic, engaging single-player experience, like the old classic GT mode with the licenses maybe some manufacturer events and championships, rivalries, team offers, maybe some cutscenes for progression systems if you're into that sort of thing. Because a lot of players like single player mode and they want that mode to evolve with their own skill level and car collection and not just be a walkthrough of like a cafe. You know? Maybe some day-night cycles and track evolution in sport mode races. Maybe an expanded sport mode experience, maybe with 2 or more races added to the existing 3, like endurance or some rally or one makes. I mean, we kind of have one makes now, but proper one makes, like organized ones. And how about this? How about a skill level matchmaking mode for custom lobbies, right? So you've got a custom lobby that actually uses matchmaking based on DR and SR. Right? So you could set up a race in there however you like, which would count towards your DR and SR, but it's a lobby. Maybe a more immersive car and garage culture, like an interactive garage, maybe a walk around of your cars, interactively with your mates, watch replays together from your showroom, check your liveries and updates and setups together, in context, visually. Maybe some better social tools too, with some team lobby areas, team hubs, you know, integrated into the game, like permanent leaderboards for tracks, countries, cars, permanently there, based on what your setup is, right? So there's always these leaderboards, forever, until it's not there anymore. So anyway, those are my rough thoughts. You know, what's going on. Don't get me wrong, it's one of the most amazing games out there. But I understand people's frustrations. So what are the kind of things you'd like to see in Gran Turismo 7 to make it even better? Or even in Gran Turismo 8 going forward? Drop your thoughts down in the comments. And if you did enjoy the video, do leave a like. And also hit the subscribe button and I shall see you live. Take care.